G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Bitcoin update. Today we have a short update. We have a short update for one main reason. The main reason is this, okay? Bitcoin has come back up. We know that 28.6k is the critical level. It's that line over here. 28.6k was the fundamental foundations of the bull market. I'm circling a few regions we held for support back here during the bull market. We're testing it for resistance now. And as of current, we have roughly, 12 hours. By the time this video gets out, might be 11 until the daily candle close. And we are testing that level once more. So essentially what we're looking for, just a quick recap, is essentially this, right? We're looking for a break above, obviously, okay? But we also understand at this point in time that we're in a kind of horizontal channel formation. That horizontal channel formation is between currently 26.6k and 26.8k. So what we need to be seeing is at least a 4-hourly close above 28.8k, but preferably a daily close and preferably even a weekly candle close above 28.8k, because of course that is the region that was the foundations of the bull market. And of course, if a support zone stems all the way back from late 2020 and it's 2023 now, almost halfway through the year, you know, you're going to be wanting to see a lot more than a 4-hourly candle close. You're going to be wanting to see a daily or a weekly candle close. But the first step to getting above it will be a 4-hourly candle close, of course. And of course, you know, we've tested it on 3 separate occurrences here, and each of the 3 tests, we've just failed to close above. In fact, we've seen a 4-hourly candle close just on top of the resistance, just below it, and get knocked down straight away. And I'm honestly probably expecting a similar thing to happen on this occurrence here. But, you know, I've made my point of view very clear in yesterday's video. At this point in time, I'm not 100% confident in any single prediction in the short term. Long term, I think the bottom's in. Thought that's in 16k, but short term's very, you know, it's rough at this point. It's not easy to give you a prediction. You can watch yesterday's video if you want to see all about kind of, you know, that kind of topic. But this video, I'm looking at a different thing. And the main thing I'm really focusing on is the fact that we're just below resistance here. We have a great opportunity here on Bitcoin. And if it does seize that opportunity, if we do see a breach to the upside, that's excellent. And that's breaking above potentially, you know, the strongest resistance zones Bitcoin has seen since 2020. In fact, if you're looking back, it could actually be the strongest resistance zone we've seen since 2018, where we had the similar level at 6k, which was also the foundations of the bull market in that cycle. So this potentially could actually be the strongest resistance zone Bitcoin's seen in 5 years. Now, unfortunately for Bitcoin, it's not just Bitcoin at resistance. We've also got the total cryptocurrency market cap chart, which is basically the total market cap valuation of every single crypto coin in one, which is currently 1.15 trillion. We can see that is also at very strong resistance in this red box between around 1.15 trillion and around 1.18 trillion. And that red resistance has been stemming back from June last year, even actually May last year, and we're testing that. We're struggling to break above that at this point in time, which just adds to the uncertainty at this point in time, because even though the long term is certainly bullish, short term you can definitely take a more bearish approach, and you can look to find many charts of resistance. You can look to find many charts, even on the total cryptocurrency market cap chart right now. You can see the volume downtrending sharply in this upwards trend. You know, there's many indications that the trend is weakening and that we need to come down for a correction. But we've discussed a lot of this in the past, and you know, also just for Bitcoin, just adding to that kind of statement there. Look at the RSI, very strong downtrending resistance on the RSI, could also be seen as a bearish divergence. We're also testing that for resistance as we come up to 28.8k here. So, you know, lots of resistance being faced by Bitcoin. If we do correct downwards, I would not expect Bitcoin to go down below 25.2k, but I sound like a bit of a broken record. A lot of my videos have been repeating the same message at this point in time, and I apologize for that, but that's basically all that's happening in the market. Another thing I suppose we could look at is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Okay, this is a chart that kind of measures as a percentage point the strength of Bitcoin in relation to altcoins. So 47% right now is the valuation of the Bitcoin dominance, which means that 47% of the total cryptocurrency market cap is in Bitcoin and the other 53% is in altcoins. So when this thing goes up, it means Bitcoin's having a surge to the upside. When it goes down, it means altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. That doesn't necessarily mean altcoins are going up. It could just mean altcoins are going down slower than Bitcoin. So in order to understand this chart, you need to understand what, you know, the money flow in cryptocurrency looks like. Essentially what we have in crypto is this. This is the money flow, right? So money goes from fiat into Bitcoin, okay? So you have a cycle where it basically goes from fiat into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is generally the first thing to move, and this is why Bitcoin controls the market, right? It controls the market because Bitcoin moves first. Everyone sees Bitcoin moving, they react, altcoins go up as a result, okay? Bitcoin moves first, then the money shifts into Ethereum generally, okay? So it goes from fiat to Bitcoin to Ethereum, and then finally the money shifts into altcoins. And this is why we get something called an altcoin season. Now, an altcoin season is a blanket term and it's not necessarily referring to the parabolic run during bull markets, okay? An altcoin season could actually be occurring at any point in time. It's just a period in which altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. Right now, we're in a Bitcoin season. We can tell that because Bitcoin dominance is surging to the upside. That's been happening ever since November 2022, and it's very likely we actually break this channel to the upside and see more of a Bitcoin season. And the reason we can say that, right, is because Bitcoin in previous cycles, for example, June 2018, after we bottomed out, what we saw was Bitcoin dominance surge to the upside, okay, during the initial phases of the bear market and the accumulation. And as the bull market kicked off here in 2019, wrong thing. As the bull market started, finally kind of lifting, I should say, because we bottomed out over here, okay, we kind of mid-bear market over here. That's kind of near the halving. As the halving happened, you can see that over here, we saw that Bitcoin dominance plummeted, and that's when altcoins really started to kick off. The general trend is this, though. Sorry for that confusion there. The general trend is this. During a bear market, Bitcoin dominance rises. All right, and what I mean by bear market, I mean every time other than bull market. I mean bull market, I mean every 4 years, okay? So there's a 3-year period, which is considered a bear market in the 4-year cycle, okay? There's a 1-year period, which is considered a bull market, okay? So during the 3 years, which currently we're in the 2nd year, during the 3 years, right, Bitcoin dominance goes to the upside as people rush into Bitcoin for safety because the market's not in a good position, okay? So they're thinking, market's not in a good position, Bitcoin's just had this massive drop, yeah, it's going up now, yeah, it's bottomed out, but it's still not parabolic, and altcoins aren't doing particularly well, so I put my money in Bitcoin. That's where you get the money flow from crypto coming from, right? So all the money goes into Bitcoin initially, Bitcoin dominance rises during the bear market, and as the confidence in the market starts to build again, as the market starts to rise, people get more confident, they start to get more risky, and then they shift their money from Bitcoin into Ethereum, okay, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, from fiat to Bitcoin into Ethereum, and then when it gets even more parabolic, and the market gets even more parabolic, they start to get more risky again, right? And they think, okay, well, the market's looking good now, so I'm going to try and make some more money. They get greedy, and then they go to altcoins, okay? And then what happens is you see an altcoin, an altcoin season, which generally signifies the end of every bull market, and then you see everyone getting flushed out, and what do? They sell their money, and it comes all the way back around, and they go into fiat, and then the cycle kind of repeats over time. Now, that happens on a 4-year cycle level, but it also happens on a micro level as well. So right now, what we're seeing is a restart of that cycle. We're seeing money flow from fiat into Bitcoin, and that is why we've seen Bitcoin bottomed. So the next step is for money to flow into Ethereum and then into altcoins. And that can happen multiple times, but on a larger scale, we shouldn't actually see a massive altcoin season until the next bull market in 2025. And so on a larger scale, we shouldn't actually be looking to invest in altcoins on a generalized scale because altcoins are not likely to outperform Bitcoin until the actual bull market after the halving. And this is why we will most likely see Bitcoin dominance break to the upside and Bitcoin rise until at least mid to late 2024. And then a Bitcoin dominance rise until at least mid to late 2024. And then once we see Bitcoin dominance start to go down again, that's an indication that you can start shifting your money into altcoins, as it's an indication that a downwards trend on Bitcoin dominance will occur. And it's an indication that we will see an altcoin season soon. Now, I don't know if that made sense because I was speaking a lot there, but it makes sense to me. And I suppose I'll just recap it very briefly in case it didn't. Okay, so essentially we have a money flow cycle in cryptocurrency, right? It starts in fiat. People use their fiat, they buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin rallies for a period of time, right? After Bitcoin's rallied, people get confident in the market. They've made money on Bitcoin. They're feeling greedy. They go for something high risk. They go to Ethereum. After they've made money in Ethereum, the market's still going up. They go higher risk again. Then they go altcoins. Then you see an altcoin season. The market tops out because everyone's spent all their money on altcoins and the market's way too overvalued. It resets and we see a bear market and people sell for fiat. That's generally what happens. It happens on a 4-year cycle scale and it also happens on micro scales. Now, if you want to trade altcoins, the best thing you could do is try and catch the micro altcoin seasons you see. So what you see here in something like 2021 is a massive bull market altcoin season, okay? But we've also seen miniature altcoin seasons. As you can see on every single correction from this channel formation, we've seen these mini altcoin seasons that last anywhere from like 1 to 3 months. And that's when you capitalize on altcoins on a micro scale. So right now, Bitcoin is either going to break to the upside above 28.6K, and we're going to see a further continued Bitcoin season, or we're going to reject from 28.6k. We're going to see Bitcoin dominance go down, and we're going to see altcoins show some strength in relation to Bitcoin, and that could be an opportunity to pick up Bitcoin. So depending on what you think is going to happen at this level of 28.6k, you could potentially position yourself in a position to make money on altcoins or not, depending on what you think is going to happen. I personally am a breakout trader. I'll wait to see what will happen first before taking any positions. I think that's the logical thing to do. Yes, I will miss out on some of the initial gains, but in compensation for missing out on some of the initial gains, I will gain clarity on the situation, and I can make some of that money back as I catch the trend. So that said, guys, I just wanted to bring up Bitcoin dominance. We don't talk about it too much, but it is a very important chart that gets overlooked a lot because people love just staring at the Bitcoin chart endlessly. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think you need to mix it up and look at things like Bitcoin dominance, look at things like total cryptocurrency market cap. There's one more thing I want to look at as well. The monthly candle was closing in 1 day and 12 hours. Now we have 2 monthly charts to look at, and one of which is very simple. We have a red support line at this point in time. It's actually a resistance line, because it's not confirmed to have broken yet, but a red resistance line at 23.3k on the monthly chart. The monthly candle will be closing in 1 day and 12 hours. So long as we close the monthly candle above 23.3k, we will have broken above a major macro resistance level. So that's great to see, and we're very likely to do that. So good news for the monthly. And then also, we also had a bullish monthly candle cross on the RSI. Okay, if you look at the RSI, you've got a yellow moving average there. That's the 14 moving average. We've seen a bullish cross with the RSI line itself and the RSI moving average, and we've started to see a new green phase. In previous green phases here on the monthly chart, we've seen 5,700% gain on Bitcoin, we've seen 228% gain, and we've seen 550% gain. We're restarting a green phase now, and this is even more reason to be bullish on the macro. So great stuff going on a macro scale. Interesting things to look at in terms of Bitcoin dominance, and also very interesting things to look at in terms of a short-term scale as we come up and test that 28.8k region, and that is basically the strongest resistance we've seen in 5 years. So interesting stuff around the board, guys, just stuff we need to monitor, and I'll keep you updated in daily videos. I'm sorry for the video getting a little bit confusing towards the middle there with the Bitcoin dominance. I was freestyling that a little bit. I wasn't actually expecting to talk about that today, but I hope you found some of that information useful as well. Without further ado, guys, check out the Bitget exchange. This is the exchange I wanted to look at today. This is the exchange I've been using as my primary source of trading, my primary exchange for trading for over a year. If you want to check out this exchange, I highly recommend you do it. I know that Binance has kind of deleted the 0 spots fees from their platform. It might be a good time to switch over to another exchange that has cheaper fees, and Bitget does have those cheaper fees. They have 5 times cheaper fees than Binance. They're also a very popular exchange, commonly listing top 10 on CoinMarketCap in volume, so lots of people use this exchange. It's not niche by any means. It's a very major exchange. Very cheap exchange. It's got copy trading. It's got protection fund. It's got their records are released, their reserve records. So everything's good to go in that regard from a security perspective. If you want to sign up to this exchange, you can do so. You'll get a 15% trading fee discount for life if you sign up using my referral link. So go ahead and take advantage of that. We've also got the Crypto Academy, guys. If you want to learn how to trade, this is the place to do it. All of the information will be on the website. You can find the link in the description below, including a blurb, including the units, what you get for the course itself. If you want to learn how to trade, as I said, this is the place to do it. Throw us an email at cryptoacademycourses@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you with any answers to any questions you might have if you email us there. And then finally, guys, the VIP group is basically entering Q2, okay, as are we as human beings, of course. But, Q1's coming to an end. And what that means is that a VIP season is coming to an end. And what that means is that in a couple of days, I'll be releasing the results for VIP trades for the entire Q1 season. And I'm very happy to bring those out. We've got a very nice quarter, and you can check out the results when they release. And then sign up to the VIP group to trade altcoins with me for $100 USD for 3 months if you're interested. That's about $1 a day. So very good value there for what you get. Go ahead and check that out if you're interested. Again, links in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.